And as we all know, we both of us know that there are so many girls or boys who want to come to this industry, who have a dream and passion to be an air hostess, right? Or air host.
Right.
What is your message and what are your guidelines that before stepping into this dream, what should they keep in their mind?
First and foremost is the eligibility criteria.
Okay.
Most of the people, they don't know the eligibility criteria and they sign up for cabin crew job, and later they come to know height kam hai or the weight is not proper, they have scar, they have tattoos. One thing they must know. Second, they must know English and fluency. That is very, very important. Lastly is courage.
Right. I'm asking this question to you then. How to develop this mindset actually?
From my 13 year of experience now working, आपका mindset sir 3 चीजों से बनता है. Skills, knowledge and experience.
Skills, knowledge and
And
experience.
experience. And my husband tells me one thing always: do one uncomfortable thing every day. आप अगर अपने comfort zone में घूम रहे हो ना, for example sir, for me this is new. Okay, मैं शायद बात नहीं करना चाहती आपसे. Okay, तो शायद मैं यहाँ नहीं आती. And stop comparing, because comparison is an emotional cancer.
Comparison is an emotional.
cancer.
Okay. You were just 6 and you decided that you wanted to be a cabin crew, right? Or you wanted to go to the aviation. How this thought came into your mind?
It was my brother who wanted to become pilot.
Okay.
And we used to discuss ATC. पता है क्या होता है? ये runway होता है. So he got that kira into my head that become cabin crew.
Okay.
I was 6 to 7 year old when I decided to become a cabin crew. And if you know, back then we used to have slam books. School में भरवाते थे and all that. So I have written actually air hostess there because I didn't know actually the spelling.
Let's create a situation and let's create a scene. For example, you are a candidate and I am your interviewer. If I'm asking the questions, how will you be answering those questions?
Okay.
So the question is, tell me, why do you have a passion to be a cabin crew?
Thank you so much for asking me this question, sir. Well, the passion started when I was 6 years old, and this passion was only because of my brother, and I'm eternally grateful. Well, I started dreaming this when we used to play with ATC set, and that's when I decided this is the industry I would love to join.
Stop if you're also an aspiring cabin crew or aviator. Because today, this session or this podcast is going to be very exciting and very special. As we all know that there are so many millions of girls and boys who have a passion and dream to go to aviation industry. But it's very tough and hard to crack it and to be there. And that is why today I have a very special personality, a coach, an educator who has an experience of 8 years in cabin crew and aviation industry, who will guide us towards this journey. So first of all, Kanika Gandhi ma'am, I would like to actually, welcome you in this podcast. And how are you, Let me?
I'm fine. Thank you so much. How are you?
I'm absolutely great and fantastic. First, I would like to compliment you that you look so beautiful. And the point here, as you have been a cabin crew, you have been into aviation, and now you're going to guide them for aviation industry. How was this experience actually?
Well, it's a roller coaster ride, as I always tell people, because outside when we look at aviation industry, it's all 5-star hotels, walking with celebrities, taking pictures with them. But inside, it is super duper tough because you have to handle different personalities every day. Not every day you're going to get same customers or same passengers. Like if we talk about 9 to 5 job, we usually have same kind of employees, and you get to tend to know them, their character, their behavior, their attitude. But in our industry, it's not at all like that. So for us, it's majorly a roller coaster ride. Today, you might get somebody who is complimenting you, but tomorrow you have somebody telling you that your nose is not right, you have acne. So that's how this industry is. But for me, I would like to tell you, sir, this has been the best decision of my life. I was 6 to 7 year old when I decided to become a cabin crew. And if you know, back then we used to have slam books. School mein bharwate the and all that. So I have written actually air hostess there because I didn't know actually the spelling of air hostess images. And that's when I planned कि नहीं करना है तो यही करना है, otherwise I'm good at nothing.
Right.
And 18, I started flying with Go First.
Great.
And since then, the journey is still open, now helping aspiring cabin crew to move ahead. And I have trained so many people, and it's so much Every day I feel like it's a blessing, you know, meeting new people, helping them, and they tell me कि पापा ने मना कर दिया है फिर भी हम आपके पास आए, you know, that's quite encouraging. So it's kind of a great journey.
हैप्पीनेस इंस्टीट्यूट एक गांव के इलाके से शुरू हुआ और आज ये इंटरनेशनली जाना जाता है। इसने अपने ऑनलाइन ऑफलाइन की ट्रेनिंग से 50,000 प्लस स्टूडेंट्स को ट्रेन कर लिया है। चाहे वो यूपीएससी इंटरव्यू के सिलेक्शन की बात करें, जुडिशरी के सिलेक्शन की बात करें, एमएनसी बैंकिंग, एटीसी, केबिन क्रू की बात करें, एसएसपी की बात करें, हमने हर इंटरव्यू को क्रैक कराया है। साथ साथ में हम इंग्लिश कम्युनिकेशन पर, पब्लिक स्पीकिंग पर, पर्सनालिटी डेवलपमेंट पर, इंटरव्यू को लेकर, इन सारी एस्पेक्ट्स पे, स्टडी अब्रॉड को लेकर, लैंग्वेज स्टडीज को लेकर, इन सारे एस्पेक्ट्स में, इन सारे पहलुओं पे हम काम करते हैं। हम इंडस्ट्री एक्सपर्ट्स के साथ, प्रोफेशनल्स के साथ पॉडकास्ट भी करते हैं और ये सारा प्लेटफॉर्म समाज की जागरूकता के लिए, समाज की भलाई के लिए, ग्रोथ के लिए, पर्सनल डेवलपमेंट के लिए हम पूरी तरीके से लोगों को ट्रेन कर रहे हैं। अगर आपको भी लगता है कि आपकी इंग्लिश नहीं सही हो पा रही है, आपको लगता है कि आज भी आप स्टेज पर चढ़ते हैं और आपकी बॉडी कांप जा रही है, आपको लगता है बार-बार आप इंटरव्यू देके फिर भी रिजेक्ट होकर आते हैं चेहरा लटकाकर, आपको ऐसा लगता है कि आपकी पर्सनैलिटी में कुछ डिसऑर्डर या डलनेस है और आज भी आप स्टेज पर बात नहीं कर पा रहे हैं, किसी से आप कन्वर्सेशन नहीं कर पा रहे हैं, सोशलाइज नहीं हो पा रहे हैं, तो हैप्पीनेस इंस्टीट्यूट के प्लेटफॉर्म को इस्तेमाल कीजिए, यूज कीजिए, यहाँ से जुड़िए और अपनी जिंदगी को, अपने जीवन को और अपने सपनों और ख्वाबों को साकार बनाइए और अपने जीवन को एक नई ऊंचाई और उन्नति पर ले जाइए। थैंक यू। As you mentioned that you were just 6 and you decided that you wanted to be a cabin crew, right? Or you wanted to go to the aviation. How this thought came into your mind and popped up in your mind actually?
It was my brother who wanted to become pilot,
Okay.
and we used to discuss ATC. पता है क्या होता है?
हाँ.
ये runway होता है. So he got that kira into my head that become cabin crew.
Okay.
And for me it was honestly I didn't want to study. तो मुझे ऐसा था मुझे पढ़ाई नहीं करनी है. I want to do something where glamour is there and everything. Like every girl loves to do makeup. But सर बाद में पता चला it's जितना आप पढ़ाई से दूर भाग रहे हो एविएशन में उतना ही पढ़ाई है.
Oh my God.
So every day you will have briefings, you have to attend those briefings, you have to answer first aid, safety, because safety or emergency will not tell you, it will automatically come, like we know an incident that happened, right?
Air India, yes.
So you have to be prepared for it. So every day there is a study, every day there is a briefing, and as manager they ask us questions and we have to answer them, and if we are not able to answer any of the question, you are not allowed to board that flight, you go back home. So that is where study and knowing all the facts right, the rules, protocols, procedures, if there is any customer who's not following the rules of aviation, we should be the one telling them as per facts, like
Right.
aircraft rule 5, aircraft rule 26, ये rule ये कहता है, you know, we have to be off guard with everything that you know about aviation. So पढ़ाई बहुत ज़्यादा है,
जरूरी है.
जितना भाग रही थी उतना ही पढ़ाई के करीब चली गई. So but then aviation started because of my brother.
Okay, so your brother was your backbone and the reason behind your actually journey towards this aviation industry, right? That's a really exciting thing. And as we all know, we both of us know that there are so many girls or boys who want to come to this industry,
Right.
who have a dream and passion to be an air hostess, right? Or air host.
Right.
What is your message and what are your guidelines that before stepping into this dream, what should they keep in their mind?
First and foremost is the eligibility criteria.
Okay.
Most of the people they don't know the eligibility criteria and they sign up for cabin crew job, and later they come to know height kam hai or the weight is not proper, they have scar, they have tattoos. So eligibility criteria is one thing they must know. Second, they must know English and fluency. That is very, very important. Lastly is courage.
Courage.
So you must be courageous enough to handle situations on board, and that will only come if you have right mindset.
Right.
If you do not have a mindset of a cabin crew, go and join anybody. They cannot build mindset of a cabin crew. Everybody can make the right skill set. Anybody can provide you manuals and they can teach you कि ऐसे करना है interview में ऐसे करना है, but nobody can give you the courage. So वो inherent होता है. That's where personality. So I always tell my students to become a cabin crew, first start feeling like one. आप अगर फील ही नहीं कर रहे हो कैबिन क्रू जैसे, व्हाट इज द पॉइंट ऑफ यू लर्निंग अबाउट स्किल्स? आप एक nobody sir is going to give you 12 to 15 lakh rupees by for only answering why we should hire you or why cabin crew.
Right.
I mean that's a fixed mindset,
That's a
right?
mindset, right?
You must have growth mindset and you must be aware कि अगर मुझे cabin crew बनना है, if I want to go ahead and join this industry, I should know inside out of at least myself, right?
True.
I should know कि मेरे strengths क्या है, अगर मेरी weakness भी है, how am I turning my weakness into strength?
That's right.
That's going to work in aviation. So ये चीजें aviation join करने से पहले पता होनी बहुत जरूरी है.
You have highlighted a very good point that developing mindset, and we should have growth mindset.
Correct.
Because I have seen so many students like who also come to Happiness Institute. Like, so I have seen that they want to only answer the question just like a mug pot,
Exactly.
just like a crammer. So I tell them that you should have a mindset. But again, there is a question that how to develop this mindset.
Right.
Right. I'm asking this question to you then. How to develop this mindset actually?
From my 13 year of experience now working, आपका mindset sir 3 चीजों से बनता है.
ठीक.
One is your skills, knowledge and experience.
Skills, knowledge and
And
experience.
experience.
Okay.
Today, my skills will come from 3 things. My parents,
Parents.
सबसे पहले जो मैं घर पे संस्कार सीख रही हूँ या मेरे आसपास क्या हो रहा है वहां से मेरा स्किल बनता है, करेज बनता है. इफ माई मदर इज अ वीक पर्सनैलिटी, इफ माई मदर टुडे is always scared to come in front of camera, she doesn't want to talk, relatives से उनकी engagement नहीं है, मैं भी यही सीखूं. अगर मेरी मम्मी मुझे बोल रही है हो जाएगा, कर ले, करके तो देख, I will have that mindset. So one is your skill जो आपकी सबसे पहले पेरेंट्स से आता है. Second is your knowledge. Knowledge is your school knowledge. Network करो, बच्चों लाइक इफ देयर इज समबडी इन क्लास 6 7 8, लाइक मैंने आपको मेरा एग्जांपल दिया, मैं स्कूल में ही डिसाइड कर लिया था. आई वाज अगेन अ शाई किड, मुझे आज तक कभी किसी ने स्टेज पे भी नहीं चढ़ाया होगा. बट व्हेन आई बिकेम कैबिन क्रू आई वाज इन द लाइमलाइट. मुझे जो 180 कस्टमर्स खड़े 2 द्वार आगे पीछे मुझे ही करना था, राइट? एंड दैट्स वेयर आई डिसाइडेड आई कांट हैव फाउंडिंग हेड, मेरा नहीं हो सकता है. सो सेकंड इज नॉलेज जो आपको आपके ट्रेनर से मिलती है, टीचर से मिलती है. नाउ वी हैव एआई, आप एआई से ले सकते हो. द बेस्ट इज जॉइन इंस्टीट्यूट और जॉइन कोचेस जो आपको राइट गाइडेंस दे रहे हैं, बिकॉज वो आपका नॉलेज बेस बढ़ाएंगे. थर्ड इज योर एक्सपीरियंस. एक्सपीरियंस इज आप कहीं एनजीओ ज्वाइन कर लो, प्रोजेक्ट वर्क कर लो, पब्लिक स्पीकिंग के प्लेटफॉर्म पे चले जाओ, वहाँ बात करो, ज्यादा से ज्यादा एक्सपोजर लो. बिकॉज एक्सपोजर जब आपके पास होगा तभी आप आगे बढ़ के रिक्रूटर क्या किसी के सामने भी बात कर पाओगे. सो दीज आर द 3 important एलिमेंट्स इफ यू वांट टू हैव द राइट माइंडसेट एंड द ग्रोथ माइंडसेट. ये चाहिए ही है. एंड माय हस्बैंड टेल्स मी वन थिंग ऑलवेज, डू वन अनकंफर्टेबल थिंग एवरी डे.
Okay.
आप अगर अपने कंफर्ट जोन में घूम रहे हो ना, फॉर एग्जाम्पल सर फॉर मी दिस इज न्यू. ओके, मैं शायद बात नहीं करना चाहती आपसे, ओके, तो शायद मैं यहाँ नहीं आती, मैं कंफर्टेबल हो गई, बोलती नहीं मैं कैमरा के पीछे ही ठीक हूँ, मुझे नहीं आना है.
हाँ.
सो आई हैव टू डू समथिंग दैट्स वेरी अनकंफर्टेबल, ताकि मैं अपने आप को चैलेंज कर सकूं. एंड स्टॉप कंपेयरिंग योरसेल्फ.
अच्छा, stop comparing us.
स्टॉप कंपेयरिंग, बिकॉज कंपैरिजन इज एन इमोशनल कैंसर.
Comparison is an emotional.
इमोशनल कैंसर.
Okay.
और ये एक ऐसा कैंसर है जो किसी को दिखता ही नहीं है. आज व्यूज पे कंपेयर हो रहा है, लुक्स पे कंपेयर हो रहा है. इंटरव्यू में आप चले जाइए, उसका स्कर्ट अच्छा है, मेरा स्कर्ट अच्छा नहीं है. शायद आपका सॉफ्ट स्किल्स अच्छा है, उसका नहीं है. उसके पास सिर्फ और सिर्फ लुक्स है, लेकिन आपके पास फ्लुएंसी है. शायद दूसरे के पास एक्सपीरियंस है, लेकिन आपके पास करेज है.
Right.
सो देयर इज कंपैरिजन. सो आई पर्सनली फील कंपैरिजन तो होना ही नहीं चाहिए, बिकॉज यू हैव योर ओन स्किल, स्ट्रेंथ, क्वालिटी एंड एबिलिटी.
Right.
So if you have these 4 things, that makes your growth mindset.
Amazing. So skills, knowledge, experience. Great. These 3 words have been told by Kanika Gandhi ma'am. I think it is absolutely amazing. And now I would like to drive you or take you to that zone. For example, if we are completely prepared for the interview. We are with answers, questions, and each and everything we are with. What are the things that we miss? We miss the interview.
Okay.
We are prepared, but we miss the interview.
फर्स्ट थिंग इज अगेन माइंडसेट. आप पहले ही मैनिफेस्ट कर रहे हो दैट मेरे से ऐसा क्वेश्चन पूछा जाएगा और मुझे आएगा नहीं. दिस इज एज पर द एक्सपीरियंस
Right.
जो स्टूडेंट्स बताते हैं. द सेकेंड थिंग इज द रीजंस ऑफ रिजेक्शन आर योर विजुअल्स, योर वोकल्स एंड योर वर्बल्स.
अच्छा, visuals, vocals,
Vocals and
verbals.
verbals.
Okay.
आपने आंसर रट लिया एंड ऑनेस्टली इन एन इंटरव्यू आपके रिक्रूटर को कोई लेना देना नहीं है. आप आंसर चैट जीपीटी से ले रहे हैं, आप किसी की रील से आंसर ले रहे हैं, या आप खुद बना रहे हैं. बिकॉज what matter is your voice modulation.
Voice modulation.
Right, that's where your visual, vocal and verbal.
Right.
Your visuals must be 55%. That is how you're sitting.
Right.
How are you moving your hands, right? How smiling you are. आप eye contact बना रहे हैं नहीं बना रहे हैं. That is your visuals. Okay.
Right.
Are you frowning? Are you raising your eyebrows? How rightly smile है. Shoulder shrug है, सीधा shoulder है. Slouch तो नहीं कर रहे हो, सीधा तो नहीं बैठ रहे हो. Okay.
Right.
Girls especially when they sit they open wide leg क्योंकि घर में आदत है. So ये visuals है, right? ये सब visuals में आते
So
हैं.
girls need to sit like this.
So girls need to close their foot
Okay.
and their body has to be upright, and always whenever we talk about visuals there has to be gap between my back and the seat back.
Okay.
So when I'm sitting for my interview I will always come ahead and sit like this and give interview.
Okay. Like this.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is how proper posture is going to be. My hands is going to be on the side and then I'm going to say, yes, sir. Thank you for choosing me today. It's my pleasure to introduce myself. Just looks more finesse and elegance and more feminine.
Right.
On the other hand, there are girls who will sit like this. It's my pleasure. Now, even if you look at my body language, you're going to say, yeah, nahi, it is not right. Close your legs. Because that's how a female has to be. So, ये एक visuals में आता है. Then we have vocals. It's my pleasure to introduce myself. My name is Kanika. I belong to New Delhi. I've completed my graduation. No, I blink. And it is like एक robot आया है सामने, वो बात कर रहा है and it's done. That's what I told you a little late back also. कि interview में कोई भी आपको annual salary 12 से 15 लाख है सर, वो क्यों कोई देगा आपको सिर्फ introduction के लिए?
True.
Right, there are a lot of people who are now hunting for job and they are fabulous.
Right. Right. Right.
So for me, I should be extraordinary.
Extraordinary. Right.
So that's where my vocals come.
Right.
Won't work.
Gone.
Gone. Even for your institute, that's what you're training, right? ऐसे करके बात करोगे, what public speaking? It's not public speaking.
Right.
So for us, visual, vocal and verbal. Verbals are the words. जो हम वर्ड्स यूज कर रहे हैं. अगेन वर्ड्स तो सर आप कहीं से भी ले सकते हो. यू नो द वर्ड्स कुड बी फ्रॉम चैट जीपीटी, आप किसी की रील से देख सकते हो, लेकिन उस रील को आप अपने इनोवेशन के साथ कैसे पोर्ट्रे कर रहे हो, दैट्स वेयर the amalgamation of these three terms comes.
Let's create a situation
Yeah.
and let's create a scene. For example, you are a candidate and I am your interviewer. I have few questions to ask. If I'm asking the questions, how will you be answering those questions? So the question is, tell me, why do you have a passion to be a cabin crew?
Thank you so much for asking me this question, sir. Well, the passion started when I was 6 years old, and this passion was only because of my brother, and I'm eternally grateful. Well, I started dreaming this when we used to play with ATC set, and that's when I decided this is the industry I would love to join. I am a candidate who is passionate and empowered towards helping your airline. If you consider me today for the role of a cabin crew, I will be more than grateful. Thank you.
I have a question that why should I select you and apart from so many candidates actually?
Well, sir, I must say all the candidates waiting outside have their own uniqueness, and likewise I do have. I possess skills like communication, interpersonal and corporate styling, which makes me unique. Well, another skill that I must tell you is my customer service. Over the past 8 years, I had no complaints that were addressed against me. So this makes me unique, and you should hire me only because of my resilience and transparency. Thank you.
If I hire you or if we hire you, what will be the benefits and profits of the airline actually?
Well, sir, your airline is doing great, and as I was reading the newspaper, your airline holds 62% of market share already. Well, my contribution will be to be your brand ambassador, taking care of airline's image and portraying the right set of skills. I possess skills like diligence, customer service, and with the experience that I have of 8 years, I'm going to bring more courage to the table. Another skill that I have which makes me extraordinary is my honesty and loyalty. Hence, these are the skills that I will be bringing to table if you hire me today.
Amazing. So impressive, actually. Amazing and impressive. Okay, so I think the way you are actually answering my questions, like I think I have seen very few, very rare cases just like answering questions, because I've conducted so many mocks, even I've conducted so many podcasts as well. I think it's exciting and out of the box, actually. Now I'm coming to this part, that when we are sitting for the interview and when there is a question, should we just rethink or start thinking about the answer when the question is there, or we should be very relaxed, calm, and let the question come?
Okay. Uh, it, Even if you go to beauty pageants and you look at their interviews, you will find everybody takes 3-second pause before they answer.
Okay.
Observe carefully. Even if you look at Harnaaz Sandhu, she took 3-second pause, evaluated her thought, and then the answer came. This is where all the aspiring cabin crew do the major mistake, because, sir, it's not rapid fire.
Right.
Right now, even if you have asked me a question, I'm taking 2 seconds break and then I'm answering because I don't want to sound stupid.
Right.
If today I have all the jumble of thoughts going on, oh, he has asked me this question, what am I going to answer? मैं skills बता रही हूँ. And if you observe, all the answers that I gave, all of them had soft skills.
Right.
Soft skills are the essential part of aviation industry.
True.
तो आपको सिर्फ आपका SWOT analysis करके जाना है आंसर बनाने के लिए. That's very crucial. Second, जब भी आपसे क्वेश्चन पूछा गया है, always give 3-second pause. Because the 3-second pause is going to help you evaluate your own self कि मुझे क्या बोलना है.
Sure.
जब आप वो evaluate कर लेंगे, the answer is going to be smooth. Again, fluency and interpersonal skill, that's again required.
True. Great. So we have to somewhere pause for 2 to 3 seconds. That's very important. We don't need to jump and rush
Correct.
towards the answer.
Correct.
Great thing. What if there are some questions or a few questions that we are not aware or we don't have the exact answer? Should we say straightforward, I'm so sorry, I can't answer? Or should we somewhere exaggerate or try to answer?
Okay. Good question. A lot of times people make fake stories, and stories works until unless you are able to manage it.
Right.
अगर आप स्टोरी पर एक स्टोरी बना सकते हो,
हाँ.
it works.
Okay, it works.
For example, I told you my brother's story. I can extend it and make another story out of it.
Right.
Then it makes sense और वो काम कर भी जाएगा. But then अगर मुझे आंसर देना है और मुझे अगर स्टोरी नहीं है मेरे पास, then be authentic.
Be authentic.
Be authentic. Go ahead and give your answer as honest as possible. If you don't know a question, अगर आप भूल गए हो, आपको आ नहीं रहा है, honesty is what's required in aviation industry because that's lacking.
Right. I'll come back to the interview, but before I come back to the interview, I want to take you to the flight. Right. As I have seen so many air hostess doing this, all right, aage dwar, piche dwar, whatever, the activity, it's so fascinating somewhere. So I want you that how did you do when you were a cabin crew actually? How did you do that? Tell to the passengers that you have to follow these instructions and all.
Okay, so we have a training called ab initio training.
Okay.
उसमें ही हमें सिखाया जाता है that you have to do safety briefing, you have to do child briefing, you have to do mother with infant or guardian with infant briefing. So there only you get trained, and this is the last part of the training.
Okay.
And every cabin crew look up to learning do dwar aage, do dwar peech. Every cabin crew, because this is where it's a unique factor of our industry.
Right.
That's what makes us unique.
Okay.
So this is done towards the end of the training module.
Right.
And you get training for it for 15 days. There is a customer service training we undergo, and this safety briefing comes under customer service only.
So when you were working, how did you do that actually? I want to see the
Okay.
exact entire briefing. How did you used to do?
okay, I don't exactly remember the briefing, but then there is a automation going on. So we have a FAP that plays there.
Right.
So you always, now whenever you point,
Hmm.
you never point like this.
Achha, you never point
Like this.
Okay.
You always go ahead and point like this. Now the new pattern is you always point like this.
Respect.
Respect.
Yeah.
Because आप imagine करें ना, मैं आपको बोल रही हूँ, उधर है आपका द्वार, इधर है आपका द्वार.
Finger.
That's quite pointing, right? Provoking.
Right.
This is more polite. And even when we move hands, so here is your seat. So put your luggage in the overhead bin. So that's how your hands are supposed to be.
Right.
So दो द्वार आगे, दो द्वार पीछे, दो द्वार over wing पर. So that's how you do. And then we have the photoluminescent lights. We show them नीचे. And then we stand. Then there is a life jacket. You wear it. You show them. Then there is a tube if you want to blow. Then there is a key chain or key ring kind of a thing. You pull that. And then there is a light. You show all the things. So that's how it is done. दो द्वार इधर, दो द्वार इधर, and दो द्वार पीछे.
Okay.
Yeah.
How tough or how easy it was for you?
For me, it was very easy.
Very easy.
Yeah, because I am an observant learner. So I traveled to Shanghai for the first time, and that's where I observed, and it was here. Because like I said, 6 years, I decided. Sat down in the aircraft, observed all the flight attendants, what they are doing, went to galley, checked everything, got all the more fascinated. And some or the other way, my manifestation worked.
Right.
So I every day used to just think, if somebody is asking me water, I'm going to go like this. I said, certainly, sir. And as a child, I used to do it in my house. And my parents used to smile, thinking कि ये क्या कर रही है? I mean,
Crazy हो गई है.
crazy हो गई है. What is she doing? And I used to tell my father, आप passenger बनो, मैं air hostess हूँ, अभी मैं आपको serve करूँगी. As a 16-year-old girl.
Right.
I used to serve him water. I used to get certain cookies, give him cookies. And that's how I used to do role plays in house.
Right.
So wahi se, I believe my subconscious mind got charged, and my mother has helped me a lot build my confidence.
Wow. Amazing.
So my mother has never ever told me you can't do it. She has always told me, करके तो दे, हारेगी ना, करो तो, एक मिनट जाओ तो तुम, क्या होगा, पैसे लगेंगे, कमा लेंगे. So with this statement gives me so much of courage and so much of encouragement. Every time when I went for the interview, I was like, no, karna hai. And I cleared my first interview.
Really?
I went for the first interview in Go First, cleared.
Okay.
And I did not tell my parents I'm going for an interview.
Okay.
I just went there.
It was a surprise.
Exactly. It was a surprise. I happened to see advertisement in newspaper. Go First is hiring cabin crew, because back then we did not had Facebook and all that.
Right.
So I saw an advertisement, went to give my interview, gave my interview, cleared. And I still remember my father's office. I was just checking because that was a new email I made. So I was checking. I said, kuch to aaya hoga. I have to check that. So I checked, there was an email. Once I cleared my interview, then I told my father that, Papa, मैंने interview दिया था, अभी clear हो गया. And he was like,
कब कैसे?
कब गई, कैसे गई? How did you manage to reach there?
Mm-hmm.
And it just happened.
Bye.
It is all how you think.
How you think, right?
It's all here. Your mind is very, very powerful. You think that you are going to get rejected, you will see your name is announced and you are rejected. You think that, no, my name is going to be announced and I am selected, it will happen.
True.
And this is what I used to think. Other girls were thinking, scar hai, यहाँ पे scar है, उसको hide कर लो. And I am proud that हाँ scars हैं, लेकिन मुझे पता है मैं उनको convince कर लूँगी कि मेरे पास scar है. It's not going to create any trouble to your passengers.
Right.
So that's how the interview is.
Did you do that?
Yes, see, I have a scar here.
Okay.
This is a scar. And I got this scar when I was, I think in 4th class or 5th class. But this car has never created trouble. I have been flying, I flew with the Go First, Qatar Airways. This car never created a problem because I focused on my skills, not scar.
Great line. Great.
Because मुझे अगर पता था, if I start focusing on my scars, तो मेरा focus, my mind is there. My answers, my skills, my qualities are all down. What do I have to do? I have to focus on something जो उनको चाहिए. उनको scar नहीं चाहिए, उनको skills चाहिए. तो वही तो मुझे बताना है. And I am a product for them.
Right. Right.
They can today come and look at me as a product. See, it sounds very bad कि ये product क्यों बोल रही है, but to just give an example, you are a cake in a market. आप केक हो, आपके पास 2 केक हैं सर अभी. One cake is not decorated, it is just the base. Another cake is decorated with all the founding and everything. There are butterflies, everything is there in one cake. This cake has everything. सब है इसके अंदर, सारी क्वालिटीज हैं, सब बहुत अच्छा बना हुआ है. लेकिन फिर भी आप जो डेकोरेटेड है ना वही उठाओगे.
Right.
आप वो क्यों उठाओगे? क्योंकि वहाँ मेहनत कम है आगे. क्योंकि वो तो जाके आपको फिर डेकोरेट करना पड़ेगा. लेकिन ये तो ऑलरेडी डेकोरेटेड.
Decorated. True. True.
Right. So
True.
that is what our industry is all about. From your grooming to presentation, everything matters.
So, did they ask question about your scars?
Yeah.
They asked, how did you tackle? How did you defend yourself?
First, I was very confident in telling them, I have a mole behind my ear. I have a scar here. It's a tiny scar. I have a scar here and I have a foot scar. So first is your body language. They will always check your body language. So you have to be very confident in showing your scars. So, ma'am, I do have a scar here. However, it's a temporary scar. It won't create any problem in the aircraft. Confidence. Now, if I'm showing you a scar and my hand is like this, imagine. Don't you think I'm nervous?
Right. Right.
Okay, and I'm hiding my scar
Right.
and concealing it.
Right.
I don't do it. I have a mole here. I don't hide it.
Okay.
Every girl will have scars, sir.
Hmm.
Everybody will have scars. Oh, it's only people who are able to afford plastic surgeries, they might get their scar treated. But if we talk about all the middle class people, they all have scars. But the only thing is how well you are portraying that.
So now we have come to know one thing, that scars are never a barrier.
If you have a major scar, like if you have a big cut mark, yes, it's going to be a problem. Like there are a lot of people who have attempted
Knife cut.
knife cut and all, and they have scars here. Of course, that's going to create a problem. And most of the time, what I get asked is, "Hamari to full uniform hogi na? We're going to wear full uniform. It's not going to create a problem." But imagine tomorrow, airline plans to change the uniform.
Right.
How many cabin crew will they lay off? So for them, it is at first, let me select somebody who doesn't have scars.
Right.
And even if we go with the half uniform or a full uniform, scar should not be there. However, if you have a table or which is hidden in uniform, don't tell them.
Right. Right.
It's better that you be honest and convince them that I have a scar and I know it's not going to create a problem. They will select you.
Right.
It is all how you portray it. It is all about your personality.
Personality matters.
Personality, of course, matters.
Right. Right. So anyway, matlab, most of the time,
Right.
physics does not matter, but internal beauty, the thought process, the personality, these matter.
Correct.
Right.
Right.
So I have a question related to the flight. That is there any window and door in the cockpit?
Yes.
There is, especially to escape
Yes.
when there is a emergency of
Emergency.
hijack and all.
Correct.
Okay. So was there any situation that you got trapped? You got trapped, or you felt something very bad, like any passenger misbehaved with you, or anything that wrong happened actually?
There was a customer. He was super drunk.
Oh.
And I never had a major problem where I had to actually get panic and do stuff, because I feel I've been raised in a family where all the situations were handled calmly. वहाँ पर सिखाया यही गया है कि चिल्ला विल्ला के कुछ नहीं मिलेगा तुम्हें. Go calm enough. And I have a senior who I thank every day. I had a customer in a flight. He wanted oxygen. He wasn't able to breathe. This lady sir calmly said, "Okay, go and get the oxygen cylinder. Sir, 5 minute रुको, oxygen आ रहा है." Despite we are not allowed to give 5 minutes to the customer, we are supposed to handle customer in 3 seconds. So we have to assist. But this lady knew that I have all the new cabin crew. They will not be spontaneous. She kept talking to that customer. Sir, क्या हो रहा है बताइए? हाँ मैं हूँ यहाँ पर. So calmly, so beautifully, so elegantly. And I was a new cabin crew. And I learned that. Today I have problem in my house. Today I have problem in flight or in my consultancy. I am like, okay, fine. Tell me, क्या हुआ? Can we find out a solution? If there is a solution, does calmness help you?
Right.
Now coming back to the story, We had a customer in the aircraft. He was super drunk. He already drank some beers and he boarded our aircraft and he wanted to have more alcohol. He kept drinking until he was stoned. He did not know where the restroom is. He did not know where the lavatory is. He peed on our aircraft door.
My God.
And I went to the customer and I saw him naked. Because he did not know where he had to pee. He did not know where he's removing his pants. He did not know what is he doing because he was so drunk.
Okay.
And then thankfully we had our first officer whom I called and I said, sir, this is a situation. As a female, I do not find it right to go ahead and zip him or whatever. Could you please come? And he was so nice. He came in just a call. In 10 seconds, he was out to help me and he helped the customer. He was, of course, angry, telling him, ki aise nahi karo, waise nahi karo. But we had to ask him to sit down. We had to give him firm suggestions. No, sir, now it's enough. We are not going to serve you more alcohol.
So means these situations, like when these situations happen or occur, so what are your suggestions to aspiring air hostess and cabin crew members? What should they do? Like, should they be calm, relaxed, composed? What should they do?
Step 1,
Hmm.
evaluate.
Evaluate.
Number 1. So first thing is stop, think and act. Always. Stop, think and act. Whether you go for interview, whether you are in a crisis, whether there is emergency, always stop कि क्या चल रहा है, come in the momentum, think कि मुझे क्या करना है and then you act. So the first mantra is stop, think and act. Second, talk to the customer.
Okay.
Okay. If this is a situation like I was telling that I couldn't even look at that customer, I had to call somebody else.
Right.
So if that's the situation, seek help.
Okay.
Don't be Jhansi ki Rani that I can handle it. Sometimes you're not able to handle, but then you have people who are going to help you a lot.
Right.
If you do not have any male crew or you don't have any co-pilot who is a male and this is a situation, ask help from your passengers.
Right.
They help you. The major drawback of our industry, and today because we have Gen Zs becoming cabin crew, they feel no, why should I? Mujhe help nahi chahiye, I me and myself. I am right, you are wrong. That is where the problem comes.
Right.
You should have a learning mindset. So अगर ऐसा situation आ रहा है, seek help.
See.
Stop, think and act. And lastly, please include your pilots into it.
Okay.
Because your pilots will help you no matter what. They are in your team.
Right.
And it is the biggest misconception going on that aviation में pilot मदद नहीं करते हैं. They are very dominating. Never in my career I have met any pilot जो बदतमीज था, जिसने rudely बात किया, जिसने मदद नहीं किया या जिसने गलत offers रखे. Never. And it is the biggest myth of the industry
Right.
that people are bad here. They are not.
Okay. That's good.
They are very good.
Okay.
Instead, people here have so much of experience. They are going to tell their stories to you and you learn from that stories.
Right.
The only thing you need is active listening
Active listening.
and networking. These are the two things you ultimately require.
Absolutely. Amazing. Let me create some situations. For example, I am a customer or a passenger traveling in your flight and you are a cabin crew and air hostess. Now, excuse me,
Yes, sir.
excuse me, the water is not actually chill. I want another glass of water.
Certainly, sir. Allow me a minute. I'll be right back.
Excuse me, how long will you take? You're taking so much time.
Sir, my sincere apologies. We had a customer who wanted a medical assistance. Allow me a moment. I will be right back. It will not take me more than 30 seconds.
I'm thirsty here. And now, how can I quench my thirst, by the way?
I'm so sorry, sir, to create this disturbance. Allow me a minute. I will stay here and I will instruct my other crew member to give you water. Would you like to have some sandwiches or some other drink meanwhile, sir?
Is it complimentary?
Absolutely for you, sir.
Okay, so yeah, I'll have it.
Certainly, sir. Then I will go and get some snacks because most of the time complimentary things work for Indians. Yeah.
Free Indian, want free, right?
Yeah.
Again, if you are giving me the sandwich and then I am like, very fussy eater, the sandwich is tasteless, right? No scrumptiousness is there. Come on, what have you given me?
I'm so sorry, sir. This is the sandwich that is a hot selling product on board. This is a paneer tikka sandwich we have. Just in case you do not like, would you want me to serve exclusive meal for business class? Will that be okay, sir?
That is okay, but is that complimentary?
Certainly, sir. I will make sure that's the complimentary meal for you.
इतना complimentary offer करेंगे बार बार?
हाँ, because हमारे पास हमेशा extra meals होती हैं. When we write down that the customer was creating a fuss and he was yelling at us or he was creating some trouble, then we can give them and we can show it in the deductions.
Okay.
उसमें हमारा नुकसान नहीं होता है. But then if it is a buy on board, तो मैं complimentary नहीं दूंगी आपको. Then I will restrict myself to tea or a coffee.
Okay.
Worst case scenario, I can offer you my cabin crew meal.
अच्छा.
वो भी मैं अगर मुझे if that's the same situation and if it's my go first airline, then I will not offer you complimentary.
Okay.
Then my dialogues will be, I'm so sorry, sir, for creating inconvenience to you. I completely get it, how disrespectful it is from our side to not serve you water on time. Allow me a minute, I'll be right back, sir.
Okay.
Then I will quickly grab water and let's say he's again fussy and he's saying, no, I don't want this water. क्या दे दिया तुम्हें? I'm really sorry, sir. I will stay with you and ask my cabin crew member to assist you. I will instruct my cabin crew member कि चाय भी लेकर आओ, कॉफी भी लेकर आओ, complimentary juice भी लेकर आओ, जो हमारे crew के लिए आते हैं. And I will then give him, sir, my sincere apologies since this is from our side. Would you like to have tea, coffee or juices? That's complimentary and it's on us.
Great.
आप अगर सारे options दे रहे हो ना, customer will never say no because now you have
Right.
done a service recovery.
Right.
So वो ऐसा होता है.
Does it never trigger you like, why this much tolerance? Why this much I have to bear actually? Let's also give a jump and let's also give a reaction.
होता है. You must have seen now reels.
हाँ, reels apps.
Right?
Yes.
You must have seen a lot of people doing it. And it's all frustration. It's all frustration. In aviation, we have zero tolerance policy. We as cabin crew, we are not supposed to yell at our customers. We are trained and we are taught that customers are our God. हमें यही पढ़ाया जाता है. Customer can never be wrong. Okay. But today, because we have customers who are misbehaving and not following the rules, breaking the guidelines, we have aircraft rules. We have policies where we can restrain our customers, provided they are exceeding their limit. But then if it's verbal, you go verbal. There is no point of you losing on your temper. And वो temper क्यों lose हो रहा है? It is all because of sleep deprived. Cabin crew are not getting complete sleep. They're not getting good food. They are not resting well when it's the right time. Lastly, hectic schedule. Now, it is actually toll on the body. And then we have something called corporate politics. Dealing with that is the toughest part. And everybody, see, it's 18 to 25 year of age group. जो बच्चा घर पे परी की तरह रह रहा था, all of a sudden now that lady has become a crew. She's handling 50, 55, 60, 70-year-old gentlemen and corporate people. She wouldn't have imagined that. That's why soft skills are important. That's why training is important. That's why knowing कि aircraft में क्या हो सकता है, that's important.
Right.
Nobody should learn दो द्वार आगे पीछे that we discussed. Nobody should learn that.
Right.
You must understand how to portray yourself as the right cabin crew. Like I said in the start, mindset of a cabin crew is required.
Right. Mindset of it.
Mindset of a cabin crew. So these situations where we lose temper is only an out of frustration. I believe if you have the capability to handle situations better, conflict resolution, problem will never come.
Okay.
We have had so many people who were fighting because of sandwich, who fought with us because of orange juice. But back then there were no cameras. Today we have cameras and everything goes live.
Right.
And no second before the flight lands, the reel is viral.
Huh.
That's the only drawback we have today.
Right.
But one thing that today's cabin crew must learn is conflict resolution. Experienced crew, like I said, they are way calm. They are like, sir, ठीक है, क्या हो गया? Orange juice ही तो है, पी लो ना सर. अच्छा नहीं पीना है, रुको मैं कुछ और लेकर आती हूँ.
Right.
That's the time they give options.
2 घंटे की बात है.
Options कि सर ये है, क्या लेंगे? And because of the tone, because of the body language, the aura and the personality they have, nobody does drama in front of them. You know, like I said, it's all about your personality and it's all about how well you go ahead and showcase.
Right.
Mindset of a cabin crew is required.
Okay. Amazing. Amazing. Can I call a cabin crew like flying waiter? Is it a life, like, waiters work in five-star hotels and they are on the land. And then same time, I have seen that air hostess, and I would like to tell you an incident which hurted me so much. There was an air hostess,
Hmm.
and there were three guys sitting in front of me, and they asked for water. Once water, again after 15 minutes water. Then again they asked. I was traveling from Delhi to Mumbai, and they asked 7 to 8 times water. And an air hostess was like, "Okay, sir, please have it." पहले. I was very, very, very hurted by that. कि ऐसा torture क्यों? So are they behaved or are they treated as a waiter? Sometimes.
Sometimes it is all on the perception, how you look at that lady who is serving you. But cabin crews are not waiters. Our primarily and the most important duty on board is safety of our customers.
Right.
Okay. Today, if there is no cabin crew on board, the aircraft will not take off.
True.
It will not take off. If we have less cabin crew on board, 50 customers will go down. They will not fly because each door we are only allowed 50 passengers. So if there are 4 doors, uske according ही customers on board आते हैं. That's a tentative number I'm giving.
Right.
So each door slide है और उसके according customers on board आ रहे हैं. Each door there is a cabin crew. My responsibility is today if there is fire, there is evacuation to be done, there is some sudden crash land, my duty is to make sure that you are evacuating safely.
Right.
For once, I will not serve you water, works. But today, if I don't open my door and don't evacuate you, that's my problem.
That's the problem.
So our primary duty is to save a customer.
Right.
Service तो हम complimentary दे रहे हैं. That is because you are our guest.
Yes.
Atithi Devo Bhava. That's what we are doing. Lekin when we talk about the primary job and why we get hired is for the safety of our
Right.
customer. That's it. इससे ज़्यादा हमारा रोल है नहीं एयरक्राफ्ट में. Our duty is जो भी हम आपको बोर्डिंग करवाते हैं या हम आपको डी बोर्डिंग करवा रहे हैं, we are taking care of your kids, we are smiling at you, we are keeping bags. That is all part of a job.
Right.
That is not my duty. My duty is to help you reach safely from origin to your destination.
Right.
That's my job.
Is it just a nightmare? Is it just like, I could say that all that glitters is not gold? Before I be a cabin crew, I am like very much fascinated. After I feel like, where am I stuck?
Right.
Does it happen?
Very true. Very true. It happens.
Did it happen with you, or you saw so many girls happen with them?
See, in today's time, the problem where I feel, and if I compare my journey with the aspiring cabin crew journey, we were more vulnerable. We wanted to experience. We wanted to see कि अच्छा आगे क्या, what's next. There was a curiosity in us. Today is मुझे पहले ही बता दो. मुझे पहले बताओ क्या होगा. Now today, even if I'm meeting you, I did not plan anything कि oh he's going to ask me this, he's going to ask me that. मेरे को नहीं यही बात करना है. I am in the momentum. That's where MC takes place. That is moment to moment concentration.
Right.
I am in the moment. You're asking me questions. I am just enjoying the conversation.
Right.
That is what is missing in our aspiring cabin crew. They want planned things. They want कि मुझे पहले ही बता दो क्या क्वेश्चन पूछेंगे, कहाँ से पूछेंगे, कितना आंसर देना, मैं रट के चली जाऊंगी.
Right.
वो नहीं हो रहा है. इसीलिए वहाँ पर प्रॉब्लम आ रही है. इसीलिए lot of girls now they are joining aviation. They are in their ab initio training because they are not able to cope up with the study. Like I said, it's hell lot of study. You have to study for almost 8 to 9 hours a day. Because there was lot of pre-planned things, because there was lot of cognition overloading already, वो उनसे बाकी चीजें process नहीं हो रही हैं.
Right.
That's why they feel कि ये धोखा हो गया मेरे साथ. I thought it is going to be luxurious, but it's not at all luxurious. So that's the major issue with the aspiring crew abhi.
I will put some words and you have to make it chronological. Like
Okay.
technicality, soft skills, comm skills, interpersonal skills, and then it comes grooming,
Mhm.
and it comes with the mindset. 6 words I have given, and you have to make it a chronology.
Okay.
How will you be?
Technical skill would be last.
Okay.
Yes, because you do not have to learn technical skills when you plan to become a cabin crew.
Okay.
Your airline is responsible to do that. Soft skills I'm going to give first.
First,
Yes.
Okay.
Soft skills is first. Technical skills is going to be last.
all mid, and other all mid.
Yes. All then comes in the middle.
Right.
After soft skills, I would put etiquette because that's where your mannerism, everything plays a part. Interview etiquette, your dining etiquette, everything. Then grooming because you'll be brand ambassador and you'll be portraying airline's image.
Right.
So that'll be the second. And communication comes after your grooming
Right.
because that can be learned.
Right.
That's an acquired skill.
Right.
You can do that. Grooming, you can do that. Soft skills are acquired skills. Acquired meaning that you can learn that skill. लेकिन सर personality कैसे बनाओगे? Technical skills your airline is responsible for, right? If I open an airline, we do have our airline today. I am from Fast Crew Airline, you are from Happiness Airline.
Happiness airline.
You will have your own rules,
Right.
right? I will have my own rules.
Right.
You join my consultancy and I tell you, okay, now this is how you open door, this is how you close door, this is how you fight a fire, this is how you handle a customer.
Right.
Happiness is not going to do that.
Right.
Happiness will say, no, this is not how you open door. This is not the procedure. Change the procedure. Now, a person who learned from Fast Crew Airline, joining Happiness Airline is like, मेरे साथ चल क्या रहा है यार ये?
हो क्या रहा है? First.
ये हो क्या रहा है मेरे साथ? वहाँ पे तो मुझे बोला था, remove the pin, lift the lever, put the pin. Happiness Airline is saying, lift the lever, remove the pin, put the pin. अभी मैं क्या करूँ? Lift or remove? What should I do? Right.
True.
That's where the problem is. That's why I keep technical skills last.
Right.
Soft skills. You're going to tell a candidate, smile and give your answer.
Right.
I'm going to tell the candidate, smile and give the answer. You're going to tell candidate, listen, don't be afraid. Go with the strong mindset. I'm going to tell that.
True.
So whether it's Fast Crew Airline or it's Happiness Airline, we are going to be on the same page.
True.
That's why soft skills are to be learned, and that's the trend.
Right.
In
Right.
today's time, aviation, and in next 10 years, we need 6 lakh plus cabin crew
Okay.
because there are 70 plus airports coming.
Okay.
So अगर 70 एयरपोर्ट आ रहे हैं, जहाज तो जाएंगे वहाँ पे,
जहाज जाएंगे, हाँ,
जहाज ऑर्डर हो रहे हैं,
हो रहे हैं.
500 से ज्यादा एयरक्राफ्ट ऑर्डर हो रहे हैं, मैसिव हायरिंग हो रही है. कौन हायर होगा?
हाँ.
ओपनिंग ऑफ द डोर आप पूछिए किसी से भी, कौन पूछ रहा है इंटरव्यू में? हु इज आस्किंग?
Right.
Everybody is asking, tell me something about yourself. And the questions are, talk about your favorite color. Talk about your favorite season.
हाँ.
आपको अगर इतना भी पता है, and that's all your etiquette,
Right.
your soft skills,
Right.
your interpersonal skills,
Right.
your grooming and your communication skills. कहाँ आया technical skill?
हाँ, technical skills. Right. True.
So-
अच्छा, एक चीज और रहती है, and which I will be asking in Hindi language, कि जैसे लड़कियों को बहुत ये रहता है कि मैं दिख कैसी रही हूँ, मेरा कॉम्प्लेक्शन क्या है, ये सवाल बहुत आता है. तो अभी जैसे कोई मान लो सांवली लड़की प्रिपेयर करे केबिन क्रू के लिए, तो इट्स लाइक कि तुम्हारा तो सिलेक्शन होगा नहीं,
जी.
तुम क्यों प्रिपेयर कर रही हो?
What about people from South Africa, Nairobi, South India,
Hmm.
Bihar?
Right.
They have a little on the duskier side,
Right.
and they are doing tremendous work.
Tremendous. Right.
So complexion, again, it's a myth.
Right.
You can have any complexion:
Okay.
fair,
Hmm.
translucent, rose pale, dusky, dark, tan, wheatish. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
How well you embrace that color, how well you groom, how well you wear clothes. क्या आप अपने ही skin tone और undertone के according color पहन रहे हो? That's going to matter.
That's going to matter.
Yes, so that's going to help them get hired. This is where corporate styling
Right.
takes place. If you remember my answers, I mentioned that I'm passionate about corporate styling.
Right.
So that's my strength.
Right.
Why shouldn't I portray it? मुझे करना है. I want to blow my own trumpet, and who's going to do that for me? I'm going to do it because I'm a brand. I can't demean my brand here.
Right.
And the mindset when you get hired should be आपको मुझे लेना चाहिए, अगर आप मुझे नहीं ले रहे आपका नुकसान है, मेरे को तो और एयरलाइन बैठी है लेने के लिए. It's your loss if you don't take me.
True. हाँ.
Go with that mindset and see the magic.
Right.
Right. So if I come here,
Huh?
I am coming here as a part of aviation industry.
Right.
And if I start trembling my hands, start setting my chashma, looking down and I answer, waitress बोला है क्या करो अभी? है तो नहीं क्या करूं? You'll be like, who the hell have I invited? She's not even confident in answering.
Right.
I am the one who's going to
Right.
be more confident.
Be more confident. True.
Yeah.
One more question, which is absolutely, among so many people, that is key. Grooming matters, but grooming is first. Now, grooming matters is a different thing. Grooming is first is a different thing.
Correct.
So their mindset is like grooming is first. We have to be groomed completely. Then we have to go for interview or we have to plan for aviation. What is this?
Grooming is, yes, essential for a cabin crew job. However, it shouldn't be given as much priority as your fluency, interpersonal skill, and your conversation skill should be.
True.
Because your airline will teach you
Right.
makeup, they will teach you hairstyling, they will teach you walk, and they are going to teach you the kind of colors that you should wear.
Right.
Every airline, they have their own set of lipstick colors, their eyeshadow colors. They have a set standard of their hairstyle also. Now, Indigo Airline, they have that braid hairstyle, right?
Right.
Singapore Airline, they have a French roll. Then we have Indigo again, they have a bob cut as well. So airlines will have their own ways.
Right.
Right? So airline आपको पढ़ाती है ये चीजें. They are going to teach you. So grooming, yes, आप सीख लो. A little bit of makeup, how to wear clothes, again corporate styling.
Right.
That should be learned. इसके अलावा आपको extreme intense नहीं होना है because like you said, dusky skin girls, they take so many treatments just to lighten up their color.
Right.
बिकॉज नई फेयर लड़की सिलेक्ट होगी, मैं सिलेक्ट नहीं होंगी. इस चक्कर में ना सर सॉफ्ट स्किल्स मिस हो रहा है.
Right.
एंड लाइक आई सेड, सॉफ्ट स्किल इज द क्रूशियल पार्ट ऑफ आवर इंडस्ट्री.
True.
वही तो चाहिए.
True. सही बात है, वही चाहिए.
करेक्ट.
Anything in the last of this podcast that you have any suggestion, any message that who are watching you right now, who want to learn something before they prepare or if before they show up for their interviews and all?
The message would be like a cabin crew.
Okay.
Charity begins at home.
True.
घर पे ही क्रू बनने की तैयारी करो. घर पे ही अगर हम नेगेटिव थिंक कर रहे हैं, we are overthinking, we are overcritical, over judgment, it's not going to help you.
Right.
Second, stop overthinking.
Stop all thinking.
Do
True.
one
That's fine.
uncomfortable thing every day.
Hmm.
Be in the moment. MTMC, very, very important.
Very important.
Skills over scar.
The skills were scarce.
And lastly, know yourself better.
Know yourself better.
There is a topic in psychology, it's called positive psychology.
Right.
I insist every single human being on the earth to read that topic because it's going to tell you what happiness is, what courage is, which part of your brain is responsible to generate happiness, willpower, strength. Food for our brain is knowledge, na sir. वही नहीं बच्चा ले रहा है, और how to answer तो you don't know, there is no manual for it.
True.
Right?
True.
तो बच्चे को सिर्फ और सिर्फ सॉफ्ट स्किल सीखना चाहिए. उनको सिर्फ और सिर्फ अपनी स्किल्स पे ध्यान देना चाहिए. इंटरव्यू प्रेपरेशन ही और सॉफ्ट स्किल प्रेजेंटेशन स्किल ही काम आएगा. टेक्निकल स्किल्स, हॉस्पिटैलिटी, ट्रैवल, ऑल ऑफ दिस इज नॉट गोइंग टू हेल्प देम.
Right.
दैट्स मनी.
Money.
दे आर मेकिंग मनी, दैट्स अबाउट इट. बट जहां वो मिस कर रहे हैं वो चीज, उतना ही टाइम वो अपनी परफॉर्मेंस पे लगा सकते हैं.
True.
And think for a moment, an airline takes 3 months to put you on board by giving you DGCA training.
Okay. DGCA. What is DGCA?
Director General Civil Aviation, जिससे हमारा
Right.
एविएशन चल रहा है.
Right.
वो 3 महीने की ट्रेनिंग है सर. एक रेप्यूटेड इंस्टीट्यूट 1 साल लेता है. डोंट यू थिंक इट्स कॉन्ट्राडिक्टरी?
Contradictory. It is.
आप अगर वही 1 साल करो, मैं मना नहीं कर रही हूँ, आप करिए, इंस्टीट्यूट भी जाइए,
जाइए, हाँ,
लेकिन आप सॉफ्ट स्किल करिए ना वहाँ पर
सही
1 साल,
सही बात है, सही बात।
तो आपकी तरक्की है। एंड द लास्ट मैसेज वुड बी नो योरसेल्फ बेटर।
राइट, राइट,
You are a product for an airline and you are going to blow your trumpet.
राइट।
If you are not going to do it, you know your story and tell your story to the world. Don't be hesitant. लोग क्या कहेंगे? वो भी तो बीमारी ही है ना सर।
बात, हाँ,
लोग तो कहेंगे, उनका काम है।
सही बात,
आपका काम है अपने बारे में बताना।
बिल्कुल,
आप नहीं बताएंगे तो कोई नहीं
कोई
बताएगा।
नहीं बताएगा।
So these would be my last message
Amazing.
to all the people who are watching this, and thank you so much for inviting me.
Thank
sir.
you so much. Thank you so much. It was really amazing, and the thing I think you told, I think these are really great lessons that they should get. और आपने ये जो लास्ट में बात बताई कि 3 महीना खुद एयरलाइन का जो डिपार्टमेंट है वो हमें ट्रेन करता है और 1-1 साल हम वहाँ पे जाते हैं। एंड आई हैव सीन सो मेनी कैंडिडेट्स एंड स्टूडेंट्स की वो 1 साल तक कोचिंग है, तो 2.5 लाख रुपए जमा किया, उनको इंग्लिश बोलना भी नहीं आया।
Exactly.
Right.
That's what I'm telling you, right?
बहुत दर्द की बात है, तकलीफ वाली बात है। बट एनीवे देन वी फील लाइक कि ठीक है, इनको अवेयरनेस नहीं थी।
Correct, correct.
आई हैव सीन अ गर्ल and I would like to name her, but she came from Gorakhpur, Uttar Pradesh. She took admission. She paid 1.5 or 1.8 lakhs rupees to the coaching, and she's coming, but she even does not know how to communicate.
यही तो मैं बोल रही हूँ ना, आप सीखो, आप जाओ इंस्टीट्यूट, मना नहीं है, लेकिन वहां पर ना बिगेस्ट क्वेश्चन यू विल ऑलवेज फाइंड इन कैबिन क्रू इंडस्ट्री इज आप कैसे 16 दिन में क्रू बना रहे हो या आप कैसे 3 महीने में क्रू बना रहे हो जब एक एक्स-वाई-जेड इंस्टीट्यूट
Right.
1 साल दे रहा है।
बिल्कुल, बिल्कुल।
But they are not understanding the topics they are teaching is hospitality, travel, English. 1 महीने का ग्रूमिंग जिसके अंदर आपको साड़ी पहनना सिखाते हैं 15 दिन तक, 15 डेज ऑफ साड़ी वेयरिंग, साड़ी ड्रेपिंग सिखाया जाता है। फिर आपको एयरपोर्ट लेके जा रहे हैं, एयरपोर्ट की सैर करवा रहे हैं, टाइम तो जा रहा है।
टाइम जा रहा है।
फिर फेस्टिवल्स आ गए, राखी मेकिंग कंपटीशन हो रहा है, टाइम तो जा रहा है।
राइट,
वी एज कंसल्टेंसी वी टेल देम लिसन बॉस, मुझे कुछ नहीं करवाना है आपको, आप आओ 16 दिन मुझे दे दो। एक इंस्टीट्यूट का अगर आप पर्सनालिटी डेवलपमेंट का मैनुअल उठा के देखोगे 1 महीने का है
राइट,
और 2 घंटे की क्लास है। मैं आपको 4 घंटे की क्लास दे रही हूँ और मैं आपको 16 दिन करा रही हूँ। राउंड ऑफ द मैथ्स इज सेम,
राइट, राइट,
पर वो मैथ्स नहीं समझ में आता है। दैट्स व्हाई पीपल फॉल इनटू द ट्रैप ऑफ
हाँ।
1 ईयर।
1 ईयर, राइट, हाँ, बिकॉज़ दे फील लाइक कि 1 ईयर में ज़्यादा सीख।
ज़्यादा सीख रहे हैं, लेकिन वहाँ पर बहुत अलग-अलग मॉड्यूल्स हैं, वो बनाकर 1 साल का बना है।
True.
We have restricted soft skill as a one module and that's what we are teaching.
Amazing, amazing.
That's how
Great.
it is.
I think it's a very productive podcast, and I loved it. And the way you communicated, the way you explained each and every point, it was learning for me as well, and I think for them too. It was great talk with Kanika Gadhi ma'am, and I think she explained each and everything in a very, very effective way, and in a very depth she went and she explained each and everything. You should follow, you should implement, execute all these points told by her, and I think this is going to work for you and to be a right cabin crew. Thank you very much, and thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.